I have no idea what any of these are because I don't drink alcohol. This sounds neat. Something fruity but refreshing. Hold the coconut rum. A sangria, maybe. My pleasure. That sounds nice. We used to make drinks like that back home. Well, not we exactly. I watched someone drink a drink like that once. They looked happy. Now's your chance to be the one with the drink. What do you say? Is this some sort of juice for a child? Are there children hiding about? No, it's for adults. The kind who like, you know, tropical fun. Oh, I see. I just really seem to perk up at the idea of kids being around, and it's bummed to hear there aren't any. But I'm quite glad it's just us grown-ups on this island, personally. Little ones should definitely not be exposed to this. Yeah, Huntress, she was raised by her mom, but her mom died before she was really fully able to learn how to speak and stuff like that, so all she really remembers is, like, the lullaby her mom sang her, and she knows that she wants, like, companions, so she does actually try to kidnap kids, usually, and she just doesn't understand what she's doing is killing them for the most part. It's sad. She's also very, very buff. Very buff. Not my cup of tea, but okay, sure. We can still use it for a toast, yeah? To new adventures. To new friends. To, Clink. Did you just say Clink? No. Since we fulfilled your request, it's time to return the favor. Should've known there was a catch. Icebreaker time! I swear, had I known they'd pull this kind of faux enthusiastic community building crap, I'd have suggested we attempt to walk to the lowest point of the ocean before I ever set foot near this bar. You don't think it could be kind of fun? A little fun? Never mind, I hate it. This sucks. But it could be fine, or whatever you say. Has anyone seen my hat? I've literally never seen him in a hat. If we must make small talk, at least picking a topic before we end up being focused to do some lame improv game that nerds learn at their non-sports after-school activities that I definitely never did because I'm no nerd. Methinks a certain someone doth protest too much. Sitting here on this beautiful sunny afternoon, warm sand beneath the cool fog, beneath my severed feet. The topic I choose is books, novels, comics, fiction or non. Reading is the only real escape from the inescapable horror of life, the escape into your own mind. A groan rolled through the crowd. Not a lot of readers here, I'd imagine, based on that response. They were more enthusiastic about drinking. Actually, I agree with her. It's how I spent my childhood. Considering the situation we're in, it seems an appropriate time to ask you. Taco, what's your desert island book? The one book you'd bring with you if you were, well, on an island like this. Oh, and it has to be classic horror, for reasons that should be obvious. Which means because this is an island of horror villains. And also because those books are all in public domain. Nothing too modern. Humanity has really gotten soft these past 100 years. So what's your favorite? I kinda like Frankenstein the best. I didn't actually read it, but I've seen like 3 movie versions of Frankenstein. They've all been pretty good. You know, you can lie to make yourself look smarter. They're killers, not mind readers. Oh, that's a good one. Seeking knowledge but finding only death. Yeah, been there. I can't say that my experience have been as successful, but well, fingers crossed. I don't think that has anything to do with his backstory, but alright. Maybe he is yeah. And fire? Don't even get me started. Experiments? Crap. Not again. I swear, every excuse you give him, it's this talk about... Shut up. Did you just tell me to shut up? Cough. Sorry. Cough. Take it from me. This one likes to think he's a scientist, but he's actually the monster. Can't I be a little of both? Like I said, I haven't actually read it, but it sounds smart enough that I'd be willing to believe it's the true meaning of the story. Enough about these old stories that belong to someone else. It is time to make up some new stories of our own. Before you know what's going on, Huntress is waving an empty vodka bottle in the air, a devilish twinkle in her half-mask-covered eye. Might I suggest something a little naughty? Let's all get a circle and spin this bad boy. Oh, not him. Not him. This is the, like, Japanese idol killer guy. He's one of the newer killers. Great idea! Trickster? Isn't it a bit late to introduce a new character? I thought this was the one who gets to make the rules. Thought I was the one who gets to make the rules, but I'm not sure who I'm asking. But I wasn't ready for this. Well, hello! And who is this new fan in the waiting? Beat it, hack. I don't know, what's the harm in inviting one more person to join the circle for our game? Oh, I can't stay. I was just saying it's a great idea, while also teasing the secret trickster ending. I've got much, much better things to do than hang out here. I'm famous. Toodaloo! The rules are simple. First you spin, then you swap spit, that is. But let's be clear, this ain't a peep show. We're here to have a good time, but in a classy way. All makeouts will happen out of view of the public eye. Real romantic. Yes, romance is the goal, so we'll all be waiting here in complete silence trying to listen in and use our imaginations while you make out on the other side of the bar, but not watching. Like adults. Romantic. Well-adjusted adults. Taco, you're up. You grip the bottle in your hand, and put your fate into the hands of the empty bottle gods. Minigames consist of two parts. One top pointer, which rotates in a clockwise direction. Clockwise is this way, and on the bottom you're going to be a target you're going to be pointing at, okay? This here is the upcoming minigame, special minigame, perfect the less coordinated because there's no winning or losing. Well, not technically. Wherever the pointer stops, that's your result. Suppose if it doesn't stop where you want it to, that's a bit like losing, but no one has to know if you don't tell them. Would a player would like me to repeat that? I guess let's just try. Here we go. Spin the ball, so you're gonna smooch. Oh, I see. You got Huntress. You two are meant to be. Psych. You have to actually spin multiple times to get your real result. First to get through 3 times is your true max. That's how we play hardcore spin the ball this era. Now get your spin on. Alright. I don't want to kiss him. I don't want to kiss him! Ah! Dang it. Ooh! Just this morning, you're waking up on a strange beach surrounded by strangers with murderous intent. Now you're looking across the beach towel at Trapper, lust in his eyes, sweat glistening on his skin. Your heart races, you could feel your pulse pounding in your ears. Trapper takes you by the hand and you sit face to face at a private section of the bar. He begins to reach for you, putting his hands on your shoulder. You're sweating, but on the sexy way he is. You're sweating in the gross way you'd sweat at the interview for a job you've not even remotely qualified for. You don't know what to do. If you try and lock lips in this state, you might gross him out so completely that he'll never be able to look at you romantically again. Trapper, I, you, we. Save it. It's not happening. Don't cry. I know to get this close to a living god and feel the sting of his rejection. It must hurt bad. But don't take it personally. Well, do. But use it to make yourself stronger. It's not because I don't want to. It's because you haven't earned it yet. You might. Later. For now, it can't be that easy. Sir, maybe one of the others. They're weak, sad, lonely. Not me. I don't need this. It's mine to give or to withhold. You really dodged a bullet. This means you'll have a chance to regret yourself in a bit more flattering of a light later. Assuming you survive. I'm not ashamed to tell you that you're cute. I would make out with you so hard your heart would cave in if I wanted to. And I do, but I still won't. Tell anyone I told you this and you die. They die, and then I have you all revived and kill you again. If anyone asks, it was the best you ever had, which I might just be. Another time. Hate to break up such a passionate moment, but that we only assume was passionate because we never spy on you constantly while you stay on the island. But dinner's being served right away and we must insist that you join us. We want anyone dying of starvation. When there are so many more interesting things to die from. Oh my gosh. Seems like the next activity is mealtime? How quaint. You're expecting what? Capture the flag? Do you know how complicated it is from a game like that? Much more so than sitting and talking. You arrive at the cookout area to find an assortment of picnic tables scattered around. What were you expecting? Some kind of grand hall with a huge banquet table? This ain't some prestigious fantasy epic like you find on cable. Dwight and Claudette usher you to your seat, but there's very limited seating directly around you. And oh great, terrific. It seems like everyone wants to sit next to you. Even better is that they don't want to sit next to certain other people either. To start, no one wants to sit next to Trapper. I agree, I don't want to sit next to him either. Meanwhile, he refuses to sit next to Wraith or Trickster. Why is he here? Oh yeah, Trickster is here. Surprised? Yeah, well, they don't call him Expectedster. I'm sorry, even I get nervous around crowds of killers. And my whole shtick gets a little bit flustered. Hey there, you're looking good, Taco. Real good! And we literally can't let Huntress and Trapper sit together. No, seriously, their arms are too big. They can't fit the table if they sit by side. Look at this, we can't even fit everyone on the screen at the same time. You probably think it was an error, but it's not. It's completely intentional. That be a lesson to you. Every error you think you see is a choice. Got that? Okay, Dwight and Claudette are directing Trapper. You sit on one side, Western will sit opposite you. Huntress and Trapper can sit at the ends with their enormous sexy arms. Now that everyone is seated, we can begin dinner. Tonight's meal was prepared slowly and carefully with both love and hate for the 12 hours over a spit. We hope you all enjoy. We really, really hope you do. Hey, you didn't actually tell us what you're serving. What are we eating? It's meat. Seasoned with a specific number of special herbs and spices that we simply can't divulge. My favorite! Meat is good. Meat is murder. Which you'd know, considering that what you've been up to. Why are you to get judgy now? I'm sharing facts. And you need to murder something to eat its meat, so that's, like, technically true. Technically true is the best kind of true! Okay, enough yapping, let's eat! Hey Taco, you thinking what I'm thinking? It's gonna be a person on that spit, right? Or several parts overlapping people, perhaps. I haven't seen many pigs wearing palm tree button-down prints, you know. When you look closely at the spit, you spot what definitely appears to be scraps of fabric sandwiched between some layers of meat. Wouldn't the witch lady, I forget what her label is, but there's like a witch lady who eats people because she was captured by a bunch of cannibals and they like kept her alive while stripping her flesh away and ate it slowly over a long period of time, and then she remembered her grandma's like hexes and curses and she used them to like kill her cannibalizers, and then she ate them and then she became a killer. Anyway, that's a thing that happened. I think I might be sick. Is there anything else to eat? This took 12 hours. And we do literally everything on this island. Actually, there is one thing you're not doing today. You're not carving up this delectable meal. Wow. Hold on. Sure. I'm trying to give her a Russian accent, but I'm doing it really horribly, and I apologize. Well, he's right before it changed, because I am with my broadaxe. It is the perfect tool for easily chopping anything in twain. First, who says twain? Sometimes I swear it's like we're all from completely different historical eras. They are. Second, I'll handle this with my cleaver. Fast, powerful, and clean. At least it's clean when the meat is cooked. No blood. Ugh, you two and your ridiculous bicep swinging contest. Enough. Grow up. Obvious, my gorgeous katana is the only weapon. Obvious. The hell it is! I'll show you both my katana and send you to actual hell if you like. Please stop, please. I hate it when we fight or talk, or even when we look at each other in the eye. I can do it. I have the Skull of Azeroth. He does. Great. Instead of slicing it up, you can club it to a second death. Hey, Taco, I know this isn't what you want to eat, but hurry up and volunteer to carve up Felix. I mean, dinner. Otherwise, this will go on for hours. No hyperbole. They once argued over who had the most effective weapons for 72 straight hours. It doesn't matter which one does it. When they're done, they'll all take longer cleaning their weapon, all while explaining the value in maintaining your tools. Despite being a bunch of cold-blooded killers, for some reason they're always terrified of tetanus. That's because every time they attack one of their, you know, a survivor and actually hit it, they always take the time to clean off their weapon before they go in for another attack. So there's a cooldown between attacks. Hey, why don't you just let me carve up dinner? Splendid idea. We hate for it to get cold. We hated when it got cold. Here's a machete, freshly sharpened. Minigames. Pointer which rotates clockwise. Target you're going to be pointing at. Send its hint until the pointer arrives. Press the space bar to stop the pointer while over the target to win. Fail on target, you will lose. Choosing perfect success land on the start of the target area, not the end. Okay. This is basically like the skill challenges in the game. Ah! That was pretty good. I'd like to see what you could do with a less clumsy weapon. Yeah, I said it. Machetes are dumb. Dinner is finally served! For real. The sounds, especially coming from the masked killers while they eat, which involves lifting their mask and shoving food up behind them, are nasty. Spirit, meanwhile, doesn't even eat. She's the only one who seems to be really embracing being dead. They're all dead, right? This is obviously hell. I mean, come on, we're still trying to be mysterious here. You think mystery comes easy? Claudette and Dwight aren't the only ones who've been working their asses off to make this night perfect. Well, at least they're lifting their masks. This is only 99% as disgusting as it would be if they just tried to mash stuff through there. Spirit, why aren't you hungry? The two best things about being dead is not having to eat. That's only one thing. Think about it, tacos. Number 2 is no number 2. One less thing to think about in the afterlife. Even if I wanted to eat, I have no idea what it would actually follow. You might have noticed, but I'm mostly just a bunch of dismembered body parts floating in a spectral form. Do you see how deep this cut on my abdomen is? Don't you think my digestive tract I don't think my digestive tract connects anymore. Between the food and the behavior of this group, this might be considered the worst meal in history. But even worse, they're staring at you. You're not eating. They don't like that. I think they want an explanation why. What do you want to tell them? Look at that seagull! Wow, you ever see a seagull that big? I haven't. That's incredible. What are we talking about? Lame misdirect. Yeah, she's right, Taco. Pretty lame. Own who you are. Never compromise. Didn't you wash up on this island with no memory of who you are and how you got here? Yes, you did. Poor thing. You have no idea the last time you ate a real meal, and you've been standing in the sun. But the seagull... Uh-oh. He just made a lot of good points. I swear. You're beginning to feel lightheaded. It waved at me. Maybe you need to eat to survive here. Either that or someone poisoned you. No, wait, you haven't eaten, so you can't have been poisoned. Whatever the answer is, you're clearly about to pass out. Oh, hey! It's me again. Your friend, mentor, and guide. Narrator to the narrator. The ocean. Not sure how I feel about that characterization, but I'll allow it. I brought you here, and I might be the only one who can help you now. There's only one thing you must do to survive. You have to figure out why you're really here. No one can tell you, not unless you follow the right path, or at least a right path. There's too many of those to count. Hopefully you pick at least one of them. Because there are even more wrong paths. Many of them lead to your demise. Others lead to something even worse. Starting scenes over and having to fast forward back to where you are, am I right? For this place holds many secrets, even from itself. But one that truly matters can only be learned if you answer the most important question. Why are you here? Why are you here? Answer that and you'll learn the truth. The ultimate truth. Vague, mysterious. I gotta give it up to this ocean character. That's some quality early game storytelling. Hold on. I'm back. One more piece of advice. You've made many choices by now. Some of them I liked and some of them I did not. It's in your best interest to make more choices that I like. Okay. Alright.